Hey, howdy, hey, everybody. Happy Saturday and welcome to Disney Night Live. Going to do things a little differently tonight. I'm going to say hello and then I'm going to pop out here and do our show shares and our intro and then we'll get into our topic. So fun show tonight. We're going to talk about the SXSW festival and Disney's ride announcements and all the cool stuff that they talked about over a week ago in Austin, Texas. And as always, this show from Disney Night Live and all of our live streams are brought to you by our friends and our sponsor, DMagicWorld.com. DMagicWorld.com is a 24/7 streaming Disney music station. Check them out if you're into Disney music, parks music, and movie music. They've got it all for you. And so check out our sponsor, DMagic World. And we're going to be right back. We're going to do our show shares, enjoy some music, and grab a drink, grab a snack, and see you guys in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back. Happy Saturday. Hello to Disney Night Live. What's going on, everyone?
Not much. Good evening.
Good evening. Kim is asking if we're live on Facebook. We're kind of live on Facebook, Kim. I think we're live in my feed and in the group. Hello to everybody tuning in. And we're going to see if the stream to the group goes live now, but I highly doubt it. So, you know how those things go. But anyway, so we're live all over everywhere else. We're live on Instagram, YouTube. We're live in the group. Okay. And hello to, let's see. I saw some comments earlier. Hello to Lily in Michigan. Hello to Andrew from Accessible Adventures with Andrew. We are happy to be here with you. We've got Mike and Becky, the Disney duo, and we've got Disney Don here tonight on this Saturday, March 15th. Excited to be here. Yep, Kim says you are. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Looks like we're streaming in some places, which is great. If you could, please share us out. That would really help. Get this content out. We really enjoy doing these shows every Saturday, these live shows, and we hope that you guys enjoy it, and we hope others can enjoy it. So again, please share us out. That'd be great. Live shows and oh, there we go. Hey, thanks. We hope that, we got Mike and Becky. That's all right. Fresh off their Walt Disney World trip, they're back and better than ever, refreshed. And if you saw some of their posts, looks like they had a good time. Hello to Charles. How's it going? Good evening, foolish mortals. I love that. Terrific. Thanks for joining us.
So all of you folks that are,
go ahead.
I was going to say, for all you folks that are not in Florida right now, it reached 82 degrees here today.
I wish.
Wow. Oh.
And the mothership does not understand that they need to turn the air conditioning on in Florida before North Carolina.
Right. And Charles says, be careful, everyone, in Clinton and Oak Ridge. Take cover. There's a confirmed tornado. I saw that quickly before going live tonight. So in that area, please be safe. You don't want to mess with Mother Nature at all.
So we came home from Sanford, our trip on Sanford on Sunday, and on Monday they had that tornado go through Sanford. I was like, right. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus, that we got home the day before. That would have really been bad. Well, not to mention it would have put Rowan over the edge. I think he would have been done for.
Yeah,
right. That's all you needed to add to everything, right?
Yeah. He was already really, really nervous about flying because of all these plane crashes and stuff, and it was like he was on high alert to begin with. So if that would have happened, that would have been the end of him ever flying, I think.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame him. I do want to say if you're watching somewhere other than YouTube, I could see your comments in the chat on my phone right now, but we won't be able to see them in the StreamYard. What do you call StreamYard? Third party, streaming service. We won't be able to see them in the chat. So if you want to head over to YouTube and watch it, then I can pull over your comments like we did here. If not, I'll just go. Kim said nice, so I could see those comments and I can read them live here. But unfortunately, again, with this whole meta thing and Facebook and streaming, third-party streaming services, I can't incorporate those comments into the live chat. Hello to Joanne95T over on Instagram Live. Hey, howdy, hey, welcome to Disney Night Live. So as I said earlier, right before we did our show shares, I can see them, Kim, right now, right on Facebook on my phone, but they're not going to show up in the StreamYard chat. So I can't pull your comment up is what I'm saying. So if you go to YouTube and you make a comment, then I can incorporate your comment, by pulling it up, like Lily's right here. Hello from Michigan. So our topic tonight is to cover the SXSW festival that took place recently in Austin, Texas. And we'll give you a little insight to what that is. I'm going to share my screen and hi, T9, show you guys and let you know what that is. So let me just highlight this here. So this is coming straight from Disney Parks blog. And if I click on this, you can see that great looking man, Josh Tomorrow, SXSW, new groundbreaking rides and experiences at Disney Park. So this wasn't just a Disney topic. It is a annual festival in Austin, Texas, bringing together film, music, and interactive media. This was the 2025. Yoo-hoo! Kim says, yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. T9S, I can see your comment. She says, don't need any of my comments pulled up. They lean towards snarky anyway. We love snarky here.
We do.
We are as they come. So Disney was there, and Josh Tomorrow and a whole bunch of other wonderful Disney folks were there, just going over the storytelling and the future of Disney rides and parks. So it's called the SXSW Festival. And you can see here as I scroll through, they had a lot of great stuff going on. They talked about all the new, interesting things coming to the parks at Disney. And you could see Jon Favreau there. You could see the droids they introduced that will be walking around Disney soon. I know that they did them on a brief basis, but then they never came back from what I understand. There's Kim's crush, Mando. And forget this little guy's name. It's like Baba Yaga or something or whatever. But if you've seen The Mandalorian, this little character is hilarious.
He is. He's an Anzellan.
An Anzellan. I can't remember there's more than one in there, but the one of them has a specific name, and they just add a whole funny element to Mandalorian. So this is what we're going to cover. You can see Kevin Feige there with Robert Downey Jr. And we're gonna do some video watching and talk about the things that they talked about. So over here now, I'm over here now. If you're from around this area in Jersey, and so I don't know about Pennsylvania, Mike and Becky, do you guys say over here now?
No,
no, that's an Italian thing, I guess. I'm over here now. That expansion better be worth the killing of a trolley car. Yeah, let's hope so. And we're going to dive into all these cool topics here. I don't know what that comment means, but I figured we would start with what I think might be, to me, the most exciting announcement from SXSW. And that is that they announced Walt Disney World Nighttime Parade is coming. And this is you could see it here. The Coco float that will be in this nighttime parade. It is called Disney's Starlight Dream Night Away. They're just months away from the debut of this. This is going to be a new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World. It's about time. Hallelujah. We're getting a nighttime activity parade back. What do you guys think?
I'm excited about that. The one thing that I noticed, the last two trips, because we went in July and then just recently, and I did it just from years past and been going for so long that you kind of get used to seeing the entertainment. It becomes part of your trip. Mm-hmm. You remember certain times, and you just know that you used to be able to see parades like so much more. There were so many more parades. Now it's like one at 3:00, and if you miss it, you're out of luck,
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's the 3:00 parade.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
If you miss the 3:00 one, that's it.
Yeah.
There's not one at 4. Yeah.
Right. And so it's like it's kind of a bummer that we don't have the parades like we used to. So I wish they did more parades throughout the day. Yeah, but the fact that they're at least doing one more, one at night, and it's going to be obviously super cool because I'm sure it's going to be all lit up and stuff, being that it's at night. I am excited about that, and I'm excited about like it obviously having new things too, that we don't see in the other parade.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom hasn't had a nighttime parade since the electrical parade, right? The Main Street electrical parade, which was just so terrific and cool and kind of bizarre at the same time because the music was, it was like cool, tacky. I don't even know how to explain it properly, but it was just funny. And the floats were all lit up and beautiful. And but the other great thing about this is that Disney Starlight, a nighttime parade like this is so many people line up to watch it that if you're not into parades or if you've seen it before, you can then go explore the rest of the park, and the wait time should be down and a little less crowded in the rest of the park because so many people are on Main Street, taking in these nighttime things. So it really does help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the time to hit Tron if you're not into parades.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the things that I don't understand when they were replacing the show at Epcot, they're like, okay, we're stopping this show today, and in 3 days we're starting the new show. When they said, okay, we're not going to have the nighttime parade at Disney anymore, it's like, okay, when's the new show coming? And they were like, we're working on it.
Right.
Yeah. And this whole time, I don't understand.
Yeah. Sometimes things don't make sense at Disney. I mean, Kim's saying, when is this coming? So here, Kim, at the top of the article, it says we're just a few months away from the debut. Okay, so this announcement was made a couple weeks ago at SXSW, South by Southwest. And so what are we? We're March 15th, April, May, maybe June-ish. Disney likes to debut things in summertime, right?
Yeah.
June-ish area. I'm
thinking maybe Memorial Day weekend they'll roll it out.
Yeah. So Charles says no exact dates though. Yeah, and Kim says thank you. But from the artwork here, it looks beautiful. I like that there will be some new stuff that we haven't seen before. I believe they have a parade like this or characters at Disneyland in one of their parades. So, that would be cool to get some of that, because I think the other parks have really nice, parades that we just don't get in Walt Disney World. So you see here some Moana float, and a little different float for some of the princess and princesses. I'm having a hard time talking tonight. Wow.
David, can you scroll back up to the first one? I was trying to catch what that was.
Right. Thank you, Charles.
Was it Aladdin, maybe?
This here is Moana. This here is Encanto.
Oh, Encanto. Okay.
Yeah, and then you get some Peter Pan. Mm-hmm. This float here just looks amazing. Coco.
It does.
I
love that movie.
Oh God, it is terrific. And Encanto. I thought both of them, the music and the movies themselves were great. Paint the Night. And Paint the Night, really, if you've ever seen it in person or like I've seen it from vlogs, it looks really cool. So yeah, I'd like to know, everybody watching, if you enjoy nighttime parades. Is this something you do, or do you take advantage of the rest of the park while the nighttime parade is going on? Let us know in the comments, please. And then let me back out of here, because there's so many other things that were discussed, at SXSW. So one of the coolest people probably ever is Robert Downey Jr. And he was there because, as you know, that Disney's really involved with Marvel. And so there were some cool announcements there as well. So I'm going to just, go around on the Disney Parks blog and click on, different articles, and we'll discuss them. Chant it with me. Single rider standby. It's basically Free Lightning. Terrific. If it is not available in June when I go, I will be able to see it in September. So you've got 2 opportunities, Lily. Let's hope by the latest September it is definitely up and running. So let me click on this and hope the volume works. Oh, it does.
That thing down, I might jump the gate.
Who better to get the tongue just right than the man who helped bring Tony Stark to life, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Downey Jr.
Cool. Exit here from that. So Robert Downey Jr., you know, and he does it at D23. He's made some appearances, and of course the crowd goes crazy. But you know, he was there to talk about the Avengers campus updates for Disneyland, and there's some other stuff here that we can go over and run through about that. So let me just click on the Disneyland portion of it. And as you can see, again, there's Robert Downey Jr., Kevin Feige. I'm not sure who the other gentleman is here. I don't know if it says it. Okay. Kevin Feige, President and Chief Creative Officer of Walt. Bruce Vaughn, who is the Chief Creative Officer for Walt Disney Imagineering. Very cool. And here's a picture of Mr. Robert Downey Jr. None of us, from what I remember, have been to Disneyland. Is that correct?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No. Okay. Are you guys Marvel people? And if you do go to Disneyland, would that be something that you want to spend time, you know, taking in?
I'm like an odd bird. You know, they have that typical, it's like Marvel versus DC, Android versus iPhone, you know.
Right.
That's like, there's always that iconic like competition. And I'm like weird because I really like Iron Man. I think his story and everything's really, really cool. But I also really like Batman. And I know they're totally opposite. And I like Superman and you know, Spider-Man's okay. And I know Spider-Man's like a big one at Marvel, like DCA and stuff. Like that's that's one that they really follow a lot. So I don't know. It's not really for me too much, but I do a boys. And now that we adopted, you know, RJ, he's younger and he does like Spider-Man and stuff. So he may be, you know, somebody we want to gear that to next time. So we'll see.
If I was to go out to Disneyland, I would want to see the Spider-Man show because of the animatronic.
Yeah.
I want, you know, I want to see them throw that $1 million animatronic across the sky.
Yeah.
The stunt animatronic.
Yeah.
Well, and the web slingers.
Well, that's coming. So
yeah.
That's going to be really neat.
It's coming where, to a Disney World?
Yes.
Is it?
They're going to sling
know
this
if I would go on
$500,000 animatronic across the sky.
Of Marvel or
of Spider-Man?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they have that at Disneyland already.
Yeah, I have one at Disneyland already.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, is that coming to Disney World?
Not that I
also
know.
You can't have any Spider-Man, Marvel. If it's already in Universal, it can't be in Disney World.
Right. That's why it's at Disneyland in California. Kim says I get it confused. My faves are Iron Man and Black Panther. Kim, that is Marvel. Lily says the Spider-Man show was awesome. Yeah,
I hear the web slinger is pretty cool. It's kind of like the same concept as like Toy Story Mania, where you're you know, have to hit targets, but you're supposed to like do this out of your hands or whatever.
Right.
I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. So that would be something I'd be interested in seeing.
Yeah, let's see what this cast member here holding the Infinity Stones has to say about some things coming to Disney parks and Disneyland.
Continue loading test flight lab at Tony Stark's workshop. Initializing Stark Flight Lab System Diagnostics. Complete. Repulsor status optimal. Stabilization matrix calibrated. Welcome to an advanced flight experiment designed by Imagineers with Tony Stark. Stand by for dancer interpretation. Robot arms influenced. Emotion in motion is engaged. Initiating pre-launch in 3, 2, 1.
Very cool.
That's Stark Flight Lab, right?
Is that a ride?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're marrying up two technologies. They're going to marry up Guardians roller coaster with one of the I can't remember the name of it, but the arm that they use in Harry Escape from Gringotts. It's
okay.
So they're going to marry those two technologies together.
To make
eventually
this...
your roller coaster is going to come in and it's going to slow down, and this arm is going to come in and grab your car.
Wow.
And then it's going to take you in the it's going to simulate you flying in one of the Iron Man suits.
Yes.
So, but Iron Man is not something that they have to worry about, because that's not at Universal.
No.
Is that what I'm understanding?
They didn't have it in Universal, so it's fair game. Wait a minute, did they have it in Universal Iron Man?
No,
I don't think so.
Sure.
I don't think they can have it.
Disney owns Marvel,
east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, but they own.
Right.
What's that?
They own Spider-Man too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
When they bought Fox, they bought all that stuff.
Okay.
And Lily says Web Slinger's ride was a workout. So in this description here, it says in Stark Flight Lab, guests are going to sit in a gyrokinetic pods and roll along a track before stopping in front of a giant robot arm. So this is what Don's talking about. This robot arm is going to hoist you into the air, where you're going to make several high-speed maneuvers inspired by Iron Man and some other Avengers. Wow. Then transferring from a track to a robot arm and then back again. Nothing like this has ever been done before in a theme park. Holy cow. I mean, if Guardians
if you're prone to
didn't
motion
make me
sickness,
Disney. Right. Yeah.
this is the ride that's going to put you over the edge.
Get those mechlizines ready.
We'll save that one for the end of the day then.
Seriously. Holy cow.
And don't eat an expensive lunch beforehand.
No.
Yeah.
No. You'll be wasting it for sure. Let's see what else the Disney parks has to offer us here. Let's go with something that I think is definitely going to excite my wife, Kim. New details for Mando and Grogu's Millennium Falcon mission revealed. So a new adventure is coming your way. Prepare to jump to light speed. So Mandalorian is coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, both Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort. And this is going to be incorporated into, from what I understand, the Smuggler's Run, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new mission. It's a new mission, including those two.
Cool.
But they're going back to the original Star Wars line. They're not creating a new like,
what do they call it? Timeline or
like world?
Right.
One of the missions is going back to you're going to end up flying around the destroyed Death Star 2.
Yes.
That's
the same one. You're in Tatooine, and then you end up flying around Andor, which is the planet that
the
Death Star exploded right outside of. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing what the fans wanted. They were like, stop giving us these. We don't want to know about 3 witches that created the original Jedi.
Yeah.
We go back to what we like.
Right. Let's see what this has to say, and we can also watch this this short here, and you can see adorable Grogu hanging out in the little hip sack there from Mando. Let me click on this.
So, will you be flying Kim out to the premiere of the Mando movie?
Let's look around. Check the place out.
Oh.
This is the way.
Oh, cool. What was that, Don?
Are you going to be flying Kim out to be our reporter at the premiere of the Mando movie?
That would be pretty cool. But she's not going to get many questions out. She's just going to fawn over Mando like she did when she saw him in the park. That was very funny.
The restraining orders.
Edge. Yeah, seriously. She was so like timid about it, and she's like, "There's so many kids around, and they're trying to get near him." I just took my hand and put it on her back and pushed her right into the crowd, and then she got her picture taken with him. She got near him. So you can see a lot of different things. Kim says, "Haha." So Kim, they're going to incorporate Mando and Grogu into Smuggler's Run. So the scene will change as you're riding Smuggler's Run instead of what you've always seen if you've ridden it before. That'll change.
We did the Chewbacca
mode.
Mode
right.
The Chewbacca mode. It's good. I mean, it's a little different than the typical ride, but there's just little parts of it incorporated, and then you can hear Chewbacca's kind of like angry, like growl, in the background and stuff. So
right,
it's not much different, but there's little sections added to it, and then there's, I believe, another section at the end of the ride where the Falcon falls down through that like tunnel.
Yeah,
it falls again, and then there's another section to it. I think that's maybe like a minute long, but that's it.
Okay,
but it's very similar to the regular ride. It's not much different.
It was so subtle that I was almost confused if we were in
right.
it or not.
Yeah, so this
and me and my nephew were piloting it, so we were kind of focused.
Well,
this here says it's a new adventure. So I don't know if that means the whole thing.
I watched SXSW, and I thought it was going to be an entirely different ride.
That's what it seems like,
finish.
Right?
That's what it seemed to me, but.
Mm-hmm.
So last time I went on the ride, Marie was a pilot, and it was more like being in a pinball machine.
Oh God, we rode it with Becky and Mike and Rowan and Colton, and Colton and Rowan piloted it. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That was video. Becky had it on video. It is hilarious. We crashed into anything you could crash into.
Everything that was stationary, we hit.
Well, if life depends on Rowan and Colton flying us to safety.
Oh my God. It's funny because just last week I asked Rowan if he's interested in like learning how to drive yet, because he's very like skeptical on it. And he was like, no. And I said, you're not? He's like, Mom, don't you remember me on Smuggler's Ride?
If I can't pilot the Millennium Falcon, no. How am I going to go drive a vehicle?
Right. And we were like, okay, touche. We understand.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Like noted. Good to go. Glad you're feeling real.
Start him out on go-karts. Start him out. Take him to a go-kart track.
Mm-hmm.
Then
those droids look so cool.
Yeah, these droids are very cool. These are going to be bouncing around. It says, but that's not the only thing making the jump from the parks to the movies and vice versa. You might see the playful BDX droids puttering around Disneyland before, and soon they're going to make a trip around the world to visit Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris. And that's in addition to the little droids appearing in the Mandalorian and Grogu film as well.
So
let's see what else it says here. Go ahead, Don.
They say they have the ability to learn. And I'm like, or is that like the vacuum that runs around the house that learns the outline of the house and where all your
the
iRobot.
The Roomba things.
Yeah.
So if these little guys have the ability to learn, my suggestion is when you're in the park, be nice to them.
Yes.
Because when they take over the world, hopefully they'll remember that you were nice to them.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like the Roombas. I had a Roomba and it would get itself caught on like a quarter of an inch thick carpet, and then it would tell me on my app that my Roomba was on a cliff.
When did you install the cliff, Becky?
It has returned to its charging dock because if it would have continued, it would have fell off a cliff.
But it wouldn't
Hilarious.
return. It would just sit on the rug, and then it would tell me on my app that it was no longer running because it was
frozen in fear. It was frozen in fear.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've got a Ford Bronco, and sometimes when I'm driving, and if it doesn't think I'm, I guess, doing a great job with the steering wheel, it tells me that I should probably have a cup of coffee. So I find that funny. I'm like, listen, I have 4 cups of coffee a day. That's not what's contributing to any of this.
Right.
Yeah.
When you say Ford Bronco, I'm thinking a 1968 V8.
No, I've got the newer little
big engine, small vehicle. Ooh,
I wish I had that. Yeah, those were awesome.
He doesn't have the O.J. Simpson version.
No, I do not. I knew a kid in high school that had one, and that thing was really cool. And he had an amazing stereo system in there that would, like, back in our day when we were younger, we had boom boxes and everything. And that thing was really cool to go around in.
Well, the epitome of stereos back in the day were called Alpine. If you had Alpine, if you had an Alpine
I had one.
stereo.
Uh-huh.
I had an Alpine stereo in my Chevy Monza.
Yeah, Alpine, Polk Audio, Blaupunk, Pioneer,
Yep.
My God, I just took a trip back to the old days.
Yeah. One of my customers,
back in the Crutchfield magazines.
Right.
When your mom gave you $100 for your birthday and you were right in the Crutchfield magazine right away.
Oh my God, $100 for let me see. My first car would cost $600.
Wow. Yeah, and then you're paying $100 for a stereo system.
Well, the Alpine I put in was that 1981 Chevy Monza. I put a $1,200 stereo in a $800 car.
Talk about technology.
I've been there too.
This new Monsters Inc. coaster.
Oh my God, so cool.
That thing looks
looks really cool. And so this is coming to Walt Disney World in the Muppets Courtyard, right? This is going to
we're
be
Muppets
the new...
Courtyard. It's
right.
Actually, there must be room behind the Muppets Theater. They're gonna blow through. They're gonna, it's gonna be behind the Muppet Theater.
Okay. Yeah, they're taking down Mama Melrose, and that whole area is getting wiped out.
Right.
So it looks like
that's where that's going.
Mama Melrose's looks like the building's still going to be there, but the restaurant's going to close.
Well,
of course, the Royal Flush will still be there, but
they are
taking
down both. Is it Pizza Rizzo that's there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Pizza Rizzo and Mama Melrose, but they're making a restaurant,
Sushi Sam's or something.
Sushi restaurant. Yeah. There.
Right.
When I look at the concept art, it's like, okay, the shell of the buildings are still going to be there, and they're probably going to gut them and retheme them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they'll probably take down the Muppet Warehouse. It looks like that's going to go.
That is going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This article says the upcoming door ride. So if you've seen Monsters Inc. and you know the whole thing with the doors, this upcoming door ride is going to feature the first ever suspended coaster at a Disney park and the first ever vertical lift. So showing off a new animatic of the attraction, guests are going to board the vehicle before being hoisted into the air to zoom into the door vaults. It's going to be an experience that's as memorable and fun as the film. So let's watch this